full-time day in the life of a full-time day in the life. I can't even. Welcome to the day in the life of a full-time UK reseller. There we go. I smashed it that time. Coffee is sorted. That's the fuel for the morning. Washing up has been done, so that's all taken care of from the night before. Now we've had our fuel, we can pack some items up, we can edit some videos, we can list some more items today. We've got eBay orders to pack, we got whatnot orders to pack, we got videos to edit for clients, we got videos to edit for ourselves, we got this video to film throughout the whole day. It is a whole chock-a-block day full of stuff for us to get involved with. As you may have seen on my Instagram story, I found a Guitar Hero guitar out on the street. I flipped it over and it just started absolutely pouring out with water. I've obviously taken the batteries away. It is a bit rusted up in there, but I have been told I can use white vinegar to clean away rust. I only knew to use lemon juice to get rid of corrosion, but yeah, white vinegar clears up rust. So hopefully we can get this one alive and working again, and we can start seshing him out on Guitar Hero. Woo! But one of the casual gems of this bundle is actually just the battery pack. These are so hard to find, especially the official ones that come with the little padding on them, that you could probably sell that for around £2.50 on eBay. To be tested. And we're in the reseller room. We've made it. Let's get the laptop loaded up. Let's see what orders we've got to pack today. Let's get that sorted. I've already done my customer service and stuff with my coffee. Just sent out offers and things that we've had, questions and things that I was dealing with. And from that, we've managed to sell a bundle of Trackmaster toys from Thomas the Tank Engine. I had a listing up of loads of different ones, but they only wanted select trains, so I had to take trains from 2 different bundles, make a custom bundle for them, and then we sold it for £120. I'll try and show you all of the trains that are in there in just a moment, but 120 quid for some trains. It's absolutely crazy. We've still got all of the track and a whole bundle of smaller trains and carriages now, to make a new bundle that I'm probably going to put up for 50, 60 quid. And then to make the customer even happier, I'm going to chuck in a couple packets of sweets. It's not something I do all the time, but it's something I like to do, especially if I'm going the extra mile for a customer, or I'm doing something that they've requested from a message. I like to just chuck in a pack of sweets and let them know that I appreciate their business, I appreciate them reaching out to me. And a lot of times it ends up in a positive feedback, and often a repeat buyer. I don't know what happened to my voice there. But these are all the trains in question. These are the ones that they wanted me to pick out for their bundle. They're all the Tomy and Mattel Trackmaster 2004. But yeah, if you didn't know there was money in it, there's money in it, guys. £120 for just this train bundle right here. And if you don't believe me, there you go. Trackmaster bundle, £120. That photo is actually now different. I did update the photo to their bundle, and I did adjust the title. It just doesn't seem to have done it on the listing yet. £120. Getting back to packing, we got 5 sales with a total order value of £213.78. Obviously, if people have paid GSP, they've paid additional fees, or they've paid sales tax, etc., that is all included in that number. So discount all of that, discount all of the fees, all of the postage, all of the promoted listings, the original cost of the item, and then tax upon myself. That's more of what we've actually earned from these orders. So there's always fees, and I'm never going to cover all of them when I'm doing these videos. Sometimes it just takes far too long to try and explain on every single listing the amount of fees that have been deducted. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes there are no fees. There's always a transaction fee, but sometimes there's no ad fee. Some items just sell naturally, and then certain items, depending on the size and the weight of them, they're going to have different postage costs as well. And then again, we have to always consider how much it cost us originally. I've been trying to do that more and more, and call out what the things cost me originally. So for example, that Thomas the Tank Engine bundle, that's actually on consignment for me. So that cost me nothing coming in. 0 cost of goods. I've listed it and sold it for another person, and I collect 50% of the commission on the sale after all of the fees have been taken off. I believe there was a £14 transaction fee for this. So £120 minus 14 is 106. And then we're going to split that 50-50. The consignor actually said that they wanted at least £50 back from the bundle of trains. So we're going to nail that in just one of the bundles. And we've still got a whole other bundle that we could probably sell for 50-60 quid. But the trains are already out. Let's pick everything else and then just get them all packed and out of the way. One of these sales I actually picked up and picked and packed yesterday while I was live on YouTube. Shout out to anyone that joined me on the YouTube live shows. Something I've been trying to do more and more. If I'm not actually putting a video out that day, I'll try and go live, so at least I've put some content out. I've had an online presence that day. I'm trying to make sure that I go live on YouTube, but sometimes it might pop up on Instagram showing like a haul or something like that. Especially if it's more like reseller related. It might just be a quick hop on or off, but if I'm going for like at least an hour, I'll try and live stream on YouTube. Be sure to catch them. There's an example running right there. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it looks fun. Come and join the show next time I'm live. And if you want to be notified, you just got to stick notifications on and it will alert you every time I go live and when a video comes out. But this sale was a Britain's Ertl John Deere. Exactly was an 8335 RT tractor die-cast model 132. As I said, I've already packed it up inside this box. I've actually put it in bubble wrap, in newspaper, in a box, in newspaper, in a box. So it's extra secure. And I only did that because not too long ago, I packed up a tractor and accidentally crushed it while I was packing it. So I wanted to make sure there was no room for error with this one selling for £50. But we'll add that to the sales, £50. With £50 in the bank from the last one, we're gonna add 15 quid from this sale of Wee Party. You may have heard me say when I picked this up, I listed it for £24.99. I was shooting for the moon. You can only really get that if you've got a new sealed copy. This is in excellent condition and everything, but I paid £5 for it and we quickly flipped it for 15 quid. Let's just get that money back and get it back into action again. Wee Party on the Wii, quick seller all year round. Add 15 up there. Then this one I've had for a little while. It was like missing a couple of pieces and I didn't really realize that when I first picked it up. I think I did only pay like £1 or £2 for this one, but it is a Little Tikes fire engine vintage toy. It's incomplete. It doesn't have all of the plastic pieces. There's no figures or anything, but this rotates at the front. There's like an extendable ladder or whatever, and it's actually a made in the USA. As I was saying, yeah, this one is incomplete and I didn't really realize that at the time of listing it. But I did amend the listing and say incomplete within the title, but I realized I was still asking the same price as one that was fully complete. I had it up for £24.99 for ages, and I'm not sure if you know, but I've had this issue where I can't run markdown sales. It just doesn't work for me. It's like a technical problem, I've been told by eBay. So fingers crossed I can get something sorted soon. But I also wasn't able to run coupons for a period of time as well. But yesterday, it seems like I've set up a successful coupon because we've had a couple of sales from that today. This was an example of that. It was up for £24.99 and we sold it for £19.99 after using a 20% off coupon. Add £19.99 to the total, or let's just say 20 quid to make it easy. The other thing I sold with the 20% off coupon is this copy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Raven Shield Big Box Balaclava Special Edition. I say that because inside you've got like all of the special pieces of like artworks and all the different discs. And then there is actually a balaclava in there that you can wear that's Tom Clancy branded. There's like postcards, there's all sorts of stuff in there. It's a really cool thing. I've had it for far too long though. I thought it was going to sell through quickly. It is for the PC, so that's probably what slowed it down. But even still, it's just a really cool collector's piece. I had it up for £10.99. Someone used the 20% off coupon and it was a total sale of £8.79. So nothing crazy, but glad to be getting it gone. It sat around for far too long. I think I had £2 into this originally, maybe £1. No, it's probably more like £2, maybe even £2.50. So not a big come up, but money's coming back to us. Add £8.79 to the total up there. And then the trains. I'm not going to get all of the trains out because it's just going to be really awkward for me to try and hold them all. I mean, I could try and juggle the trains, but I don't want to break them now someone's actually paid for them. But let's add it to the total up there. £120 for some Mattel Trackmaster Thomas the Tank Engine train bundle. But that should bring us to a total of £213.78 total sales. Now, let me get them packed up and I'll join you once they're all sorted. Judge me all you want for using loads of tape, but I'd rather the customer be satisfied than it be underpacked and open on the way. I've had it happen once before where the packaging opened, yet the buyer was completely happy with the item inside and they still left me a negative feedback. So now I take every precaution I can to make sure that nothing happens to the package on the way. If that just means a little bit extra tape, so be it. Just packing up some last orders, waiting for a bold clubber to start. Waters clubber and bold finds, you legends. The countdown has begun. Shout out to the people in the chat. Look at that. We got Lucy's car boot. We got the gentleman marketeer, Alison Wakefield. Legends right there. But I love tuning into this. They go live every single Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Come and join it. Reseller chat. They talk about all sorts of stuff. This week they're talking about the eBay Open 2024. And probably loads of other shenanigans. So if you're a UK reseller and you want to find out more and just surround yourself with other like-minded folk, come and get involved. Not my channel, not a paid sponsorship or anything, just shouting out some legends. Here they are, look, here they are.
There's a video that someone put up ages ago.
What is he wearing?
It was someone at a concert, and I was like, oh mate, you still got the tag left on it. And they turned around, they was like, oh really, oh god. And then it was like, because there was loads of people looking at it, they ripped it off, and the caption was like something like they really did not want to do that because they just wanted to send it back afterwards.
I'm going to tune into them while I finish up packing my orders. I'll see you when we're on the road to post them. Just about to say, here's all the orders we packed up, and we sold another thing, a Thermo Cafe, $7.99. Let's add that to the total. Orders all packed up. Talking about the eBay Open, I'm going to the roadshow on Thursday, so it's nice to compare how the two events are going to go. It's time to pack for Whatnot. I've brought everything downstairs. This is my Whatnot packing setup. I didn't want to bore you with me carrying things up and downstairs the whole time. But yeah, we've got the laptop here, we've got a tape there, label printer set up, poly bags for clothing, a scale just to double check things because it's all a bit strange now with Royal Mail. We've got some additional padding here, just excuse the lawnmowers. Our garage is like locked us out, so we can't currently put them in there. Yeah, just some padding to go in stuff. I've put my eBay orders already into this bag, so once I start packing Whatnot stuff, I'll stack it in there as well. Then of course I'll be using the classic granny trolleys, whatever you like to call them, to wheel my parcels off to the post office and get them all sent out. But without further ado, let's crack open the doors and get in to the Whatnot orders. Here we are. As you can see, this room is a bit of a chaotic one. Sometimes we get the sofa back and then it just instantly disappears again, but surely we're getting there. Eventually we'll get there. Everything will be cleared at some point or another, and then it should just have the rail in here with maybe that little shelf unit. But here's some of the latest things to my collection. I still just need to find a place for them. Got some Ninja Turtle games there as well. All of my collection over this side. A whole load of cardboard that I'll be dipping into to pack people's orders for all of the hard goods. This is all just found off of the streets. Go out on a Thursday night when people put their recycling bins out, or you can go early on a Friday morning before the bin people come and just claim everyone's recycling. Great way to do it. This is a great little tip. We used it at the start for our first Whatnot show with the Royal Mail. So how we did it was separate. We had 4 different listings: extra small, small, medium, large, and this is for like the size of the parcel. So anything that's like socks, tank top, or bra is an extra small. T-shirts, skirts are small, jeans, joggers are medium, hoodies, puffers are large. And then how we've been decoding it, because we use a number system, is with this little notepad here. So item number 1 is small 1, and then you might get here that item number 5 is medium 1. So Whatnot will actually tell us that it's like medium item number 1, and then we have to look at this and we then know it's item number 5. So I can come up here, go through 3, 4, 5, there we go. I know that medium item number 1 is item number 5. I hope that makes sense for you. I was trying to explain this to someone this morning as well. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it. It clearly isn't. But just with this change, we're still trying to get our heads around how it works and just make sure that we like accurately do the postage, because I don't want to overcharge anyone, but I also don't want to be overcharged for anything. In this last show as well, I did all of the giveaways as buyer appreciation giveaways, apart from one right at the start to just give one person the chance to win free postage. And that still cost me £4.75 to just give away one refreshers bar. So you've got to be careful now on whatnot with the giveaways. They seem to be pretty pricey if you're not too careful with it. We ended up paying like £25 just in postage on giveaways before. So that's why we've made the change. I'm now going to start picking all of these things off. We'll get them packed up. I might stick you on a time lapse, or I'll just hop on and explain to you different things of what I'm doing. But we'll get this over here so that we can decipher the orders. So as you see, look, the first one here, small item number 14. I then look onto here to find small item number 14. Where is it? Small 12, medium 13. Small item number 14 is number 34. And I'd go and find number 34 in there, and that's what's going to go in the order. You can also use the video receipt to actually double check what it is that you've sold. Sometimes it does go out of sync, so you can't always rely on it. This time it looks like everything's in order. So we've been through the orders: small number 14, small 13, medium 15, medium 15, small 13, small 14. We've got the corresponding numbers to that. That's the orders there. We can just pack those up, stick them in a poly bag, print the label, and it goes straight in the bag. Then to print the label, we just go in, click generate label up here on the order you want to do. It'll obviously generate it down the bottom. I'm going to point the screen away to show what it is I'm doing. Obviously I don't want to show off their address, but there you go. It's just uploaded there as Royal Mail. Label on, order sorted, add it to the bag, and we rinse and repeat. Something that has hard goods, so like this order has a pair of shoes, I'll put that in a box, and then I've just like put the clothing in a bag to go in with it. Just want to make sure that the shoes don't get destroyed, just trying to cram them in a bag. They should be fine, but when it's a smart pair of shoes like that, if a heavy box landed on them, it's going to snap instead of just squash. If you've got a pair of like soft trainers, it should be fine, but any smart shoes or high heels, if there's pressure, they're going to break instead of just bend. But I still going with Royal Mail, 2.3 kilograms, medium parcel, absolutely fine, should be in the measurements. But it is just what you've got to consider now with Royal Mail. You can't just stick it in any box that you want to make sure it fits. It's like you've got to fit within the specific measurements that they provide. When you get a big order like this, it literally just becomes a massive folding session, but it is really nice to just make sure that your items are packed up nicely when your buyer receives them. You don't just want to chuck them all in a bag and have a load of scrunched up clothes. It's not very presentable. Even though it's on Whatnot and you might only be getting £1 or £2, maybe 3 or 4 for the item, it's still better to just show your business standards. Gigi has joined me to help fold up some clothes for the show. Penultimate order, second to last order, packing everything up. Once it's all packed up, we'll be heading to the post office. The pile is growing, but we shall get there. Even though it's raining, we'll find a way to do it. Thanks, Gigi. That's all the orders packed up, a bag sealed, stick them on the trolley. We get these other boxes stacked up on there, try and find a way to waterproof them with this inevitable raining weather. But now we've got to sort these out. You all know this is the glorious task after a Whatnot show, reorganizing the numbers. You can get it done nice and quick though, so it's not a problem. It just keeps your sanity. Trolleys stacked up. We got the bag on the small one. We got these ones in an IKEA bag on the box, on the trolley. If there's a will, there's a way. Make it work. Don't make excuses. Make solutions. If there's a will, there's a way. We're getting there, guys. We're en route. Obviously, I've realised I've only got 2 hands. I can only push 2 trolleys at the same time. I can't record as well. It'd be cool if I had like a tripod attached to my chest and point you at my face. That'd be sick. But we're en route. We're getting them delivered. It's starting to rain. Let's get a move on. Made it to the post office. Now we just gotta get them scanned in, sent off. We made it, we did it. We posted our parcels off. We got empty bags. Now we can wheel them back. I can actually talk to you on the way home. It sounds like someone's having their garden cut to pieces over there. I weirdly just saw a pigeon like chilling on someone's doorstep. Like, the door was wide open and it's just a pigeon chilling there. That's quite fun. But this is the daily cycle. This is the daily flow. We get up, we pack our parcels. Today, obviously, we had the whatnot parcels. I wanted to show you guys that, just because it can get quite hectic. I think I started doing them at, when did I start? Like 12:30 I started that, finished it just after 1 o'clock, maybe closer to 2 o'clock. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, picking and packing those orders. Now all that's done, I'm gonna get back home, and then I've got a decision to make. Do I do listings and get them done first thing, or do I go and finish the video for the client? I think I'm going to edit the video for the client and then I'll just do the listings later on this evening, because I don't want to leave the client waiting all day for their video now, do I? I want to get that to them as quickly as possible, and then I'll handle the stress in my own time for getting my business listings out. In my ideal workflow and day, I do actually get the listings done first thing, like get up early, go in, sort the listings out before I even pack any items. And in that way, once you pack everything, it's all done, you don't have to stress about it. But today is just one of those examples that if you don't get it done first thing, you got to do it later on. I also did have someone say to me before, like, why don't you sign up for the Royal Mail collection service and just like start doing things with Royal Mail, get them to collect the parcels so that I don't have to like come out every day and waste time away from the desk when I could have been listing more items in this time. And it's a valid point, I do get it. If you're trying to be like super time efficient, that is probably the best way to do it. But I actually quite enjoy coming out, and it forces me to get outside. Like, it makes me go for a walk, as sad as that sounds. Like, some days, if I'm given the choice, I might not go outside for a walk. I might just end up inside, and then I feel all sluggish the next day, and then you end up later in the evening wondering like, oh, I did nothing with myself today. So I don't know, forcing myself to go outside because I've got parcels to pack. Often I feel much better after it. I get energized from doing it. Sometimes I don't know where it's going to take me, and I end up here, there and everywhere. We find stuff on the street. We end up going to charity shops and finding bargains because no one else is out and about. So sometimes it's better to get out and do a bit more effort than just the most efficient way, because you can get rewarded in more ways than just efficiency and finances. You can get rewarded through opportunity, you get rewarded through the mental space of knowing you've been outside today. And if you're struggling to get outside, force yourself to by making yourself have same day dispatch. I did it, it's helped me out. It does bring a little pressure with it, but at the same time, if that's the new standard that you set for yourself, it should be a breeze. Destroyed PS5 box in the bin. Washing up, put away. We're back home, and here's how I've decided I'm gonna do the tasks. I'm gonna edit the video because that's a laptop task. And then I'm gonna get up and go and photograph items because that's a standing active task. And then I'll go and sit back down and list those items because that's a laptop task. So instead of having a load of standing up and then a load of long extended laptop period, try and mix it up by editing on the laptop, then get up, do some photos, then go back to the laptop. Seems like it's going to keep my brain the most interactive. Interactive, engaged, you know what I'm trying to say. My brain will stay active. But before I do any of that, the next house task needs to be done. You gotta unload the washing and get it drying.
The floor to ceiling round. Is this? Don't know if it's parking here.
Just been getting an edit done for Bin Flippers, finished off their video. Now I'm just going to skim through, add in some eBay sold listings, try and look up what I can. Sometimes they don't always say exactly what the items are, so I can't find an exact match. But I've just got to do the best job that I can to find as similar as I can, because that's what eBay's all about, right? They don't have an exactly match listing, they have a sell similar. So I'll find what's similar to it and present that. Sometimes I can't always find a pre-owned version of stuff as well, so I have to display a new one. But I just hope that the people watching take that into consideration when they're watching the video. We finished the edit for Bin Flippers, that's exporting now. I'll get that sent over to Tom in just a moment while I work on the thumbnail. Then I'm probably going to start start editing this video that you're watching right now. And I'm gonna make a risky move of skipping today's eBay listings and doing double tomorrow. So no eBay listings going on today, but I'm gonna do double the amount tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be working all day, all evening. And I need to get dinner ready for when Gigi comes home. Otherwise, we're gonna go hungry. And I think I'm actually gonna leave it there for today's video. Otherwise, this is just gonna go on forever and ever and ever. And I'm just gonna be working forever and ever. There's obviously the inevitable thing of when you try and film your day, it adds a whole other bunch of time to what it is that you're doing, especially if you try and edit the video within the same day. That was a bit of a stretch, Tommy. What are you trying, mate? But I will still try and get it done as soon as possible. It's either gonna be out late tonight or early tomorrow morning. But if you enjoyed coming along with me on today's adventures, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash the like button down below. If you're not already, why are you not subscribed? Tap subscribe, join the channel, and you'll be updated for more videos and live streams to come. If you want to be notified for every single one of them, be sure to hit the bell icon, and it'll tell you when I'm going live or when the video's coming out. I'll have to film another day in the life very soon where I show you my whole listing processes side of things, not just the shipping, packing and posting side, but I've tried. Here's what we've come up with. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Peace.